All right, let's get a quick look at the front of the amplifier. The bogie'fier, otherwise known as the Tone'phrey Bogart. Here's listening to you, kid. Say howdy, Bogie. Gotta admit, this off here kind of being upside down and backwards threw me first. Then I got thinking, if you're looking down this way, it looks correct. And same goes for the on position. And the inputs are set up similar to the Marshall 18 Waters, where the single uses one half of the triode and the parallel uses both halves of the triode wired in parallel. Each input has its own high and low switch, which is kind of like the Fender high-low inputs. However, when you're using the parallel input, all four positions affect how this input hits the first gain stage, which is kind of cool. And we have a volume control, a tone control, a presence control, and a master control. And we have the all-important indicator lamp. Yep, that's a look at the front side. Okay, so here's a look at the back side of the amplifier. Warning, deadly voltages inside. Bogie has warned you. And there we have the fuse. I just ran the power cord through here, got some old school cloth tape to protect it. It's got this awesome, like looking integral rounded washer setup. I just didn't want to drill it out. If somebody gets the amp, they want to drill it out, use a secure cable bushing or something. That's their call. I just didn't have the heart to drill that out. Anyways, some kind of like movie poster art I found. And the impedance selector switch, 4816, speaker output jack, and the negative feedback. I ended up redoing the plates and everything because I decided I wanted adjustable negative feedback. Because to be honest with you, this amp just likes being hit with different levels of negative feedback. The wife had a couple different settings she liked. I had a few different that I liked, and to be quite honest with you, when you slam this thing with more negative feedback, you can crank the volume and master like to 10, and it's got its own unique sound, and it don't get super loud either. So this amp is clean to the point of being ridiculously clean. You can get some good bluesy vibe out of it, though. Play some nice lead licks and whatnot. Here's a salute to Bogie. Tone'phrey Bogart, American actor, 1899 to 1957. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to pan around here for a bit. I went through several issues / versions, etc. with this amplifier. Evidently, Bogie knew exactly how he wanted this amplifier to be, and it wasn't going to be any other way. Anyways, rather than talk about, all the changes and whatnot in this video, I'm just going to put it in the description of the video, and you can go read it if you'd like. So with that, we have the first gain stage, the input stage here, 6SL7. And this is the input stage that's either a single triode or both triodes in parallel. And here we have the second gain stage, recovery for the tone stack, and feeds the phase inverter. This is a 6SL7 also. And this would be the phase inverter, long tail pair. And that's a 6SL7 also. And there would be the variable negative feedback setup. I'm using the 8 ohm tap. Some prefer the 4 or 16 or 8, but different amps and different amp manufacturers pretty much use either or. I found that the 8 worked best in this amplifier. And the 5.1K resistor here, I set it up on its own terminal strip so that if I or somebody else chose to change the value, it could be done without, taking a chance on cooking the pot or burning something up down in here. Speaking about down in there, tucked away, there's the original tag/plate that came with the Bogen amplifier. And let's see, there we have the two 6V6 tubes and the 5Y3 rectifier. And this would be the choke, power transformer, output transformer. Output transformer had a couple wires I didn't use, and I just put some heat shrink tubing on things and used a little bit of black silicone to hold it in place. Seems to be holding in place pretty well. And there's the back side where the power cord comes in. You see I got it out some heat shrink around there also, and some more of the old school cloth tape. It's not going anywhere. Like I said, I just couldn't drill that cool integral pressed fancy washer. Let me spin this around and we'll get a look at the back side of the pots real quick. All right, picking up where we left off. I'm just going to pan around here a bit. Kind of different bird's eye view. Maybe there was something you wanted to get a better look at, and let's give it to you. This is just like an insulator board that I put in there to separate the wire feeding the AC to the on-off switch from the terminal board here, terminal strip with all the AC mains on it. And speaking about on-off switches, here's that big old on-off switch. That's just awesome. You know when that thing's turning on and off. And there would be the indicator lamp, 120 volt, 25 volt, whatever it is. Hooked up to the AC mains. I connected and disconnected that thing to ensure it had no effect on the levels of the 60 hertz hum, and it had no effect that I could discern, so that's what I used. And tucked away down in there, it's the cathode resistor for biasing the two 6V6 output tubes. It's a big old 15 watt resistor. It shouldn't go anywhere anytime soon. And there's another look at the back of the pots. The 2.02 polypropylene capacitors down in there, they just fit in there nicely and gave me the value that I needed. So that's why I did that. And tucked away back in there is the back side of the high-low switches. But anyways, yep. That's the bogie'fier, the Tone'phrey Bogart. Hope you enjoyed it, man. Have a good one.
Sit, Bugzilla, sit.